Triple H, someone that the fans see as like the fearless leader of this company, he has passed the blame to John Cena effectively. Well, John Cena wanted him, so let's bring him in. We're kind of granting John Cena what he wants along this retirement tour. WWE taking away the post-show press conferences, which for the last year I've been saying are garbage anyway. They took it away and everyone said, why? Not knowing that this is what they were trying to control. They just thought, let's just do away with it so we can bring this guy back and no one can ask us anything. But when they do ask us, John Cena wanted him. It was John Cena that wanted him on his retirement tour. Not me. Flipping poor, man. I thought the main event of SummerSlam Night 1 was brilliant. I thought it was a pretty good main event, and WWE don't tend to give us like really long drawn out pro wrestling matches. Yeah, CM Punk and Gunther stayed in the ring and they had a really good wrestling match, and that was for the majority of the 30 minutes that they were given. They really done a good job. Step up Cody Rhodes and John Cena, who had the opportunity to main event and put the cap on a decent SummerSlam weekend from WWE, a decent one. We won't go too far. We'll kind of put the hyperbole to one side. They done well over the weekend. Does SummerSlam need to be 2 nights? It could be 2 nights, but did this SummerSlam need to be 2 nights? Not on the basis of what we saw. 1 night probably would have been enough because they didn't do enough to promote it and get it there to be WrestleMania-esque in the summer, SummerSlam 2 nights worthy. It wasn't that, right? But step up Cody Rhodes and John Cena. They stepped up for the Night 2 SummerSlam main event, the real SummerSlam main event. And my God, them man smashed it. They absolutely knocked it out of the park. Where was that at WrestleMania? Where was it? Because these two, they definitely had a chip on their shoulder. They definitely had something to prove and show people that, they got us at WrestleMania. They absolutely killed us. And what I very much, pointed out when I watched WWE Unreal, them coming to the gorilla position and Triple H saying, that match done exactly what it needed to do. That's not high praise. Saying that a match done what it needed to do is not high praise for the match. It's like a borderline. If you go to school, it's like a C. Like you've done enough sort of thing, right? Now, they absolutely took that as, something to aspire to beat. And I think they done a fantastic job. The main event was brilliant. It was brilliant. I'm not like someone that kind of, lives and dies by Mr. Meltzer's 5-star rating, his scale. But that is going to be a 5-star match. I'm pretty sure of it. Nothing less. Like, really, really good. That was really good. And I know we had the smoke and mirrors and the bell and whistles of the street fight. And being able to use stuff ringside. Being able to go out into the stands and everything. They smashed it though. Them man smashed it. Let's be completely honest. It was a really, really good match. This match was fitting of John Cena's retirement. John Cena had his retirement match whilst he was trying to defend the WWE Championship on SummerSlam in that main event. That was a retirement level, like, this guy can retire today and the boy's done himself proud. And just to kind of take it a bit back, the whole entrance with his theme and everything, the Titron with the colors and him walking off to the left, walking to the right, that's John Cena. That's John Cena. I think I told you guys in a recent video, I've never been like an overly John Cena type of guy. Like, I'm not like sold on him and all of that kind of stuff. I've got my favorites. He wouldn't be named as one of them. But that was big match John. And I respect that guy. Like, I respect John Cena. That was something special. And granted, it doesn't make sense. The story that they've told here, the creative around this and the face turn, it doesn't make sense. But sometimes we'll pull out our hair trying to make things make sense when it comes to pro wrestling, when it comes to WWE. So for me, we just have to move. We just moved and I love the entrance. I love everything about it. I love the big match feel. I loved what him and Cody done. Excellent stuff. Cody is the WWE undisputed champion once again. Gave us a tear or two, only like Cody can. And he left John Cena in the middle of the ring to take in all the adulation. Now, It was brilliant, and I love that he had that moment. And like I said, this could have very well been the retirement for John Cena. It was somewhat fitting, but it clearly wasn't enough. It clearly wasn't enough because WWE decided to have the whole elongated finish and the crowd adulation, and I was like, okay, we've been doing this for a while now. Oh, check the broadcast. There's still about 3-4 minutes left on this. Brock Lesnar's music hits. Brock Lesnar's music hits, and I won't lie. I was like, oh my god, when I heard his music, I was like, oh my god. It was just a reaction of, I haven't heard that music in a very long time. And to be completely honest, that's generally my reaction anytime I hear Brock Lesnar's music, because it's Brock Lesnar, right? Now, that whole moment of me going, oh my god, it's Brock Lesnar, it was followed quickly by, oh my god, they're bringing back Brock Lesnar. They are bringing back Brock Lesnar, a man that he has been named. I'm not someone that really has kept up with this because I keep my pro wrestling to one side and I keep some of the animals involved in pro wrestling to another side. So I'm not someone that was 100% even sure of this. I went into our Discord and I said, well, this guy hasn't even been named in this, not knowing he's been named. I didn't know Brock Lesnar had been named in the whole Janelle Grant saga. I knew that they were insinuating it was him, UFC champion, WWE champion. It's got to be Brock Lesnar. So I knew, yes, this guy is involved and he's not a nice guy. But I thought WWE are probably bringing him back on the premise that, oh, he hasn't been named, so they can get away with it. I was wrong, or I didn't even know. He's actually been named at this point. Brock Lesnar has no place in the WWE in 2025 after being named in this situation. Even when he wasn't named and it was just the allegations, he had no place. And WWE knew he had no place because there was rumors that he was going to come back in the 2024 Royal Rumble. There was rumors he was going to face Dominic Mysterio at Elimination Chamber. There was rumors he was going to face Gunther at WrestleMania. That's when Gunther was Intercontinental Champion. They knew he had no place and they chose not to bring him back. Why has he been named now and you think it's a good time? Why? Brock Lesnar has no place. We don't even need him. We're not starving. And the company's doing fine for money. They don't need him. Why have they chosen to do this? Why have they chosen to make this a conversation? Why have they chosen to bring someone that was complicit in some really disturbing sexual behavior to someone that worked in WWE into the fray like a reward? Why are you allowing him to be celebrated? We have no conclusion of this court case and stuff. There's no conclusion. You've brought him back to TV. Now, by no means am I advocating that they do such, but if it's on a basis of we've done our kind of internal, checks and he's innocent, which I don't think has been the case because WWE haven't said, they have cowered away from all of this. There are a list of people that should come back to WWE then, but you've kept them away. I think WWE have played this totally wrong, totally tone deaf. Triple H coming out and saying Brock Lesnar is one of the people John Cena wanted to face on his retirement tour, I think I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed, to be honest. Triple H, someone that the fans see as like the fearless leader of this company, he has passed the blame to John Cena effectively. Well, John Cena wanted him, so let's bring him in. We're kind of granting John Cena what he wants along this retirement tour. And John Cena deserves what he wants along this retirement tour. But at the same time, John Cena has sense. John Cena is a reasonable person. Again, I go to WWE Unreal, where we have seen John Cena be told certain creative decisions, and he's like, okay, well, if that's what you want, I'll do it. So if WWE thought this is a bad idea, they could have easily turned down John Cena and said, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. But they've gone ahead and they are complicit in bringing back Brock Lesnar to the WWE in the midst of everything that's going on, the allegations, the court case, everything. It's really poor. It's really poor. And from a moral standpoint, like, people are going to celebrate in that moment and kind of not celebrate, pop, should I say. People are gonna pop in that moment. And some people will just straight up celebrate, in fact. Like they don't know what's happening, or not unassuming they really don't know what's happening. But WWE, you actually know better, and you're not hungry. This isn't a break glass in case of emergency. Things are going quite well. You don't need this guy. You actually don't need him. But here we are. You've brought him in, and it looks like he is starting a program with John Cena. Maybe Clash in Paris by the end of this month, or maybe the Australian show, the Australian Crown Jewel. I don't know. This is just very, very weird. Like, you just had WWE Evolution. You just had WWE Evolution. You had a whole women's show. What does bringing this guy back mean, and having a women's show? Like, you've effectively put a very creepy guy back into the workplace. Like, for any moment in all of this, has WWE considered how their female roster feel about getting this guy back involved in the fray? Like, are we thinking at all? Are we concentrating when we're doing stuff? It doesn't make sense to me. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena was a fantastic match with a fantastic conclusion and a fantastic moment in itself of John Cena obviously turned back babyface on SmackDown, but getting the crowd adulation at the end of the match. Thank you, Cena. You then wanted a moment. WWE always chasing the moment, and you've brought back a creep in a cowboy hat. And now, you know, the narrative, the conversation will be all about this. It's so crazy. And WWE taking away the post-show press conferences, which for the last year I've been saying are garbage anyway. They took it away and everyone said, why? I was saying good. Thank God. Because they just want to control the narrative anyway. So let them do that. Not knowing that this is what they were trying to control. Because people would have obviously given their opinion and asked questions on Brock Lesnar returning. They just thought, let's just do away with it so we can bring this guy back and no one can ask us anything. But when they do ask us, John Cena wanted him. It was John Cena that wanted him on his retirement tour. Not me. It wasn't me. It's John Cena. Flipping poor, man. It's crazy. Like I said, I won't, shy or cower away from it. I reacted. I haven't heard this guy's music through a WWE PA system for 2 years. But it quickly dawned on me that, hold on, this guy is involved in something extremely controversial and high profile right now, which has not had a conclusion. And I learnt today that he has actually been named in it. And you lot still thought it was a good idea to bring him out. A massive mistake that the company did not need. They just didn't need to do this at all. But their brazen attitudes, they done it. What's more frightening for me as I wrap up here today is just that this is a very Vince move. And we have been singing the praises of a certain Triple H and his regime. And there's beginning to be holes in the system. This isn't the first one. There's beginning to be a bit of holes and people are seeing the truth of it all. This is a very Vince McMahon-esque move. And it's scary. It's scary for the future of the company and for how WWE are moving forward, that they've chosen to do this. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know down below in the comments your thoughts of Brock Lesnar returning to the WWE. Is it okay? Am I overreacting? Should they have done this? Put your thoughts all down below in the comments. Let's talk about it, all right? Hit today's video. Hit the like button on today's video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And hit the notification bell as well so you get notified every single time I drop a new video. WrestleManiac UK signing out. And I'll see you soon.